Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this beat myself, so hear me. Woo! I mean, like, we can pull that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thugs in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yes, what's going on, peeps, man? We're back in the building again and again and again. Guys, please make sure you are smashing that like button. This will be a very, very quick video. So obviously I saw a bit of news over the last few days. Last few weeks, actually, to be fair. And obviously it concerns Carlos Baleba, the Brighton midfielder. Now, this was posted out, and this isn't, don't take all of this stuff with a pinch of salt. You know, I always say that. But apparently Liverpool and Manchester City are set to go head-to-head for the signing of Baleba this summer. But, just like they did with Caicedo, Brighton apparently are demanding a fee of 115 million for the midfielder. Brighton know what they're doing. Brighton are not silly, man. They know. They'll either do this, pay the 115 now, or don't, which is fine. We'll keep him. We'll tie him to a new deal. We'll just put a release clause in there. Release clause won't be 115 though. It'll be less than that. But we get to keep him for another season. Whereas some of the teams are going to want him now. Catch 22, right? Catch 22. Listen, Baleba is a very, very good player. Very, very, very good midfielder. And I think since joining for last season, of course, obviously playing under De Zerbi, yeah, you can see he had qualities. You can see he had qualities. You can see here, look, this season, 3 goals, 2 assists in 25 games in all comps. But it's not really about the goals or anything like that. I look at Baleba as more of a, I don't know, man. He kind of dictates tempo. I'll be honest. I don't think that's something that gets spoken about a lot. People look at him and think, oh, he's a great DM. Love to have someone. I'm like, yeah, but he can dictate the game, though. He reminds me, I'll be honest, he's very similar, not like, he's not obviously not at this level. He reminds me of Yaya Toure. Them kind of players that, obviously, he's not big like Yaya Toure, but Yaya Toure, the way he would impose and dictate games, you know, tempo. The tempo is played at his pace. Baleba can do the same things for me anyway. That's the way I look at him. I'm not going to disagree with anybody who thinks otherwise, but that's the way I've always looked at him in his last, obviously, couple of seasons, and specifically this season. I remember the game against Manchester City where he came on, and I was like, yeah, this brother is dictating the whole game. Literally, he's bullying the KDBs and the Kovacic's and all of these kind of guys. Like, that's the type of player that I look at when I see Baleba. So I'm quite intrigued to see where he would go. Obviously, listen, midfield, he's like a powerhouse in there, man. And he's good at, breaking the line with his passes, as well. And he seems to be quite smart. Listen, at times he can be a little bit rash. I will say that much. He can be a little bit rash with his tackling and, overcommitting, so to speak. But to have someone like that with that type of energy in the middle of the park, 1.6 interceptions per game, 2.6 tackles per game, he recovers 5.7 balls per game. Yeah, he's even clearing clearances at 0.9. To me, he's a good midfielder, man. He's actually a really, really good midfielder, and you can see his passing is pretty decent as well. And this is from a guy that people are like, yeah, he just, the way that I hear people describe him anyway, I'm like, you'd think he's just Makalele type of guy. I'm like, bro, this guy can play ball. In his own half, 14.5, 94%. Accurate passes per game anyways at 88%, which is really good considering Brighton are a team that like to pop it around and stuff like that. And I'm not expecting him to be the highest, when it does come to stuff like that. You can see with the stats here, tackles in attacking third, mid-third, tackles in general, 2.72. He's ranked in the 80th percentile, in that regards, interceptions, 1.61, blocks, 1.88. The guy is good, man. The guy is really, really good. And I think both teams could do with a midfielder like this. I don't know who needs it more. I'll be so honest with you. I really don't know. When I look at both of the teams, Liverpool and Manchester City, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like both teams could use a midfielder like this. Really. Manchester City, you can see with their midfield, very tired. I don't know what to, obviously they got in Nico Gonzalez, but I feel like they still need another in there in terms of just someone who can do what he does. you know, if I'm being honest. And if he's still a decent enough passer, of course, listen, Brighton, I felt like under De Zerbi, I don't feel like I saw the best of Baleba. I don't like, because De Zerbi is very like, he wants what he wants. Hence why he was playing with Billy Gilmore, Pascal Gross, and that, because they can do what he wants, like down to a T. They might not be in other aspects as good as Baleba, but they're good at what De Zerbi wanted. Hence why you're seeing more of him now this season, and why he looks, you know, so good. So yeah, I honestly, Liverpool, I think they need him as well. I think Liverpool are crying out for a midfielder like this. Someone who's, listen, you can be good on the, like, he's good on the ball anyway, but I think someone who's not afraid to take risks, someone who can always try to dictate tempo. I don't feel like we've got enough of that in the team. I feel like it's quite, everybody does like their one job and then they kind of just leave it at that. And like I said, with Baleba, when you pigeonhole him and you say, yeah, okay, you can only do this, you see a very limited player. And we saw that last season. So I feel like, again, maybe if he goes to a Pep, I don't know if Pep's going to allow it. Who knows? Like, who knows? I'm still unsure. But all I do know is that he is a really, really good midfielder. So anybody who does sign him, listen, you're getting in a good midfielder. So really, you just take it from there. But let me know your thoughts, people, man. Let me know your thoughts. Would you like Liverpool to sign him? If you're not a Liverpool fan, would you like your own club to sign him? Which club, then, guys, please take your bias out of it. Which club do you think is actually the best club for Baleba? Let me know. Thoughts in the comments. Catch you guys soon. Peace.